Bertemu kembali. Sepanjang tahun ini, pengguna terdedah dengan pelbagai serangan cyber yang semakin kompleks. Untuk 2022, pastinya lebih mencabar dan serangan cyber jauh lebih kompleks dengan kemajuan teknologi masa kini dan juga modus operandi serangan cyber juga lebih kompleks dan juga sering berubah-ubah mengikut keadaan serta keupayaan teknologi semasa sehingga menyebabkan wujud segelintir pengguna yang masih menjadi mangsa serangan ini. Biarpun pelbagai kempen kesedaran tentang pembudayaan amalan penggunaan ruang cyber pintar dilaksanakan, namun masih wujud segelintir pengguna yang mudah terpengaruh sekaligus menjadi mangsa kepada serangan cyber ini. Bagi mengulas lanjut, kita bersama dengan Alex Low yang merupakan Ketua Pengurus Negara bagi Fortinet Malaysia. Alex, thank you so much for joining us. Good morning. Alex, first of all, share with us what is the state of cyber security awareness in Malaysia?
Well, good morning, Najib. While Malaysia are more actually vigilant in terms of what and how our personal information being shared, there are still certain best practice in terms of hygiene factors, right? And in terms of cybersecurity awareness, I would think that there's still a lot of room for improvement. Um, for example, that corporate that require to continue to promote and also make awareness not only to the cybersecurity expert, but also generally to all the users that we have in our corporate organization. And this is also very important that the government also have been actually focusing in terms of promoting cybersecurity. Some of the government agency, especially on certain strategic initiatives such as 12 Malaysia Plan, My Digital Blueprint, and then Malaysia Cybersecurity 2020 to 2024. These are some of the areas that the government is also focusing in terms of actually getting focus on cybersecurity. Even in the recent report, that Malaysia is ranked one of the top 10 in terms of the high commitment that we have in the Global Cybersecurity Index 2020. So look at it this way, that cybersecurity awareness has to continue to promote, and it is actually very important, not just to the cybersecurity expert, but also generally to all the user and the consumer that we have.
We've seen a lot of cases before pandemic COVID-19 struck Malaysia, but how has the pandemic led to a rise in cybercrime and scams in the country?
Oh, definitely. Well, when with COVID-19, a lot of organization is actually rushing for digitalization, and even in fact, going into working from remote. It has actually transformed how the business actually been dealing. A lot of people have been shopping online, and a lot of people have been working remote. So this has actually created a lot of cyber criminal, given them the opportunities to actually attack. Even with our 40 Guard Labs global threat intelligence, it has actually shown that a lot more phishing attack and also ransomware, especially targeted on the small business or even commercial business that we have. And in terms of looking at phishing, ransomware, malware, among some of the top cyber attacks that we have in Malaysia as well. So this is definitely one of the area that we can see that continue to have. And even in fact, by June 2021, since 2017, they are already recorded more than 67,000 cases by our Malaysia police and collected more than 2 billion ringgit that we have. So this is definitely one of the critical area that we need to focus, and also cybersecurity awareness and also cybersecurity protection is also key.
Alex, as small local organizations accelerate digital transformation, as you say, what can they do to enhance security measures and remain resilient?
I think the key important thing is that the fundamental what they need to do is to, it depends on in terms of their digital or their priorities in terms from the business, because a lot of the time the business have probably transformed into cloud business or transformed into a hybrid cloud perspective. So I think the key important thing is like the fundamental in terms of security of securing their back end and also securing their application and how they actually reach to the user. It's very important. So there are various options of in terms of protecting cybersecurity. and it is actually countless. If to talk about it, I think the fundamental is like some of the key important thing is like what are the application enhancement security that they need to do, and also at the same time how are they going to secure between their applications to reach to their consumer or their business partners.
Alex, what types of threats or attacks do you foresee happening more in 2022 and beyond?
Okay, if you ask me, according to FortiGuard prediction, 2022 ransomware, malware, phishing, botnets are still going to be one of the favorite that we have. We continue to see the trend, even in fact from the cybersecurity Malaysia. You see that there's a trending that is growing tremendously over the years, and this cannot be ignored. And definitely, this is also one of the areas that we need to actually focus to protect and enhance the security from all these cyber criminals, especially when it comes to it. Another area that I see that is actually growing beyond 2021 will be the operational technology security, because as we digital transform, we see a lot of business that is actually merging from their legacy in terms of operational technology into the data center that they need to monitor and becoming more proactive in terms of managing their legacy system. So this is one of the area that we foresee that there's a lot of security that cyber criminal will be attacking on, and definitely this is one of the area that we need to enhance and protect as well. Last but not least, I see that 5G, it is actually one of the area while our nation that is actually going into 5G. I do see that the government also emphasize a lot on the 5G security. So this is also one of the area that we will see beyond 2021.
All right, Alex, thank you so much for joining us at this hour. Itu tadi Alex Loh, kita berbincangkan tentang cyber security. Ini bukan isu yang baru, namun bagaimana kita melihat pandemik ini membawakan kepada ancaman yang baru dan apakah trend mendatang yang perlu kita perhatikan, dan juga syarikat-syarikat juga perhatikan untuk penambahbaikan, termasuklah juga aspek pendidikan dan juga sistem yang kita bina dan sebagainya. Alex Loh, Country Manager untuk Fortinet Malaysia. Kita akan berhenti rehat seketika, kita akan kembali selepas ini.